welcome to Expert Trading Secrets. I'm Nicholas here with professional traders John and David. You guys might have seen our last video for Ethereum US dollar trade, which we actually did not predict the bottom too well and our stop loss got triggered. However, this does not change our view on Ethereum, and the patterns are still confirming that this is a very bullish trade. So we're going to re-enter again in this Ethereum trade, right, John?
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. What we've got set up, folks, is tight trading opportunities. And yesterday we put our stop at a level that made the trade make sense. They've taken that stop out, but now we are at such a tight transitional point where I drew the line here where if it goes below this, we don't want to be in the trade anymore. But there's a lot of things that we're seeing in other indicators we watch that say that there's a chance for a reversal today. So as David's about to walk you through, the risk is so relatively low, the upside's so good in exchange that we want to take another swing at this thing and protect ourselves at the same time. So David, walk them through the trade and they'll see what we mean.
Yeah, thanks, John, and thanks, Nicholas. We have a really tight stop on this one, and that's why we're going with a 1.5 times position size. Our entry here was 528 even on the nose. And we're going to put a stop, like you said, John, very tight below where this support is here. We're going to call it 512.50 actually, which is less than a 3% loss on its own. That's why we're going to go with the 1.5 times position size, which is still a relatively or a very tight 4.5% max loss on this. And our target is correspondingly going to be pretty tight in the 550 to 555 range, depending on how close we are to the close and other factors. Monitor the video for our updates on that, and you'll see how we can trade it on the upside. And again, we're just seeing a lot of things that make us want to re-enter this with a really tight stop, and hopefully it can turn into a big winner for us. John, back to you.
Thanks, David. So for our trading secret in this video, as we mentioned, these opportunities come up more often than you'd think, especially in strong trends. We're in a strong downtrend now where you can set incredibly tight stops. It's a counter trend trade, so you can't, leave big room because too often it's going to keep going down in a downward trend. But the point is, that's why I drew the line. If this trade, we are at 512.50, the current stop is current low is 515, 516 range. If it goes below this, we don't want to be in this trade. Even if it goes down here and then goes to the moon, we'd rather re-enter later. It's a very dangerous point, which means you get your biggest opportunities with the least amount of risk. So always watch for that, where you have a key level that if it drops below, it's like not a good trade anymore, but if it's very likely to bounce at these key levels, we've got a chance. We should know something later today or tomorrow. We'll be happy to update you once we have the answer with very little risk and a very nice upside. Over to you, Nicholas.
Yeah, just to close it off, make sure you don't have your money. Poof, it's gone. Don't be a big trader. Make sure you guys are subscribed and follow our comments on this video at a later date. Bye.